because we're going to be on the air in about 30 seconds,
Okay.
which is not good.
I'm gonna have to go around and pick a couple stuff.
What I might do is, I'll start the show,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to leave. Go out for a second.
That's fine.
And you just keep talking to the camera as if I were here, or just talk to me.
Okay.
This microphone is aimed towards you. You don't need to be close to it. Yeah, it's just going to be towards you.
I'm going to just introduce myself and who I am.
Sure. Hi. Hello, folks. This is Dave Curtis here at the Microtel in Brooksville, Florida, WKFA-FM. And I've got a guest here right now, Kathy Birren. And what we're doing here is we're going to be speaking to Kathy about the Gulf Coast oil spill and the things that BP is doing, and some things that we've learned from Dr. Riki, who's up there in Alaska, when the Exxon Valdez crashed and leaked, and then what she did over the next 20 years of trying to help those fishermen finally get some kind of compensation, and the problems that she had doing that for them. So I want to introduce to you right now Kathy Birren. Kathy, say
Hi, how are you? Well, one of the reasons you had me come in today is I've kind of become a Florida advocate for the commercial fishing industry. We've been seeing all these things happening in Louisiana, Mississippi. You know, they've already been hit with the oil, but we haven't yet. And the best way that we can take care of this ourselves is to be prepared, learn from what's happening there, try to fix things before it comes here. You know, kind of be ready. And one of the reasons I was able to get so prepared was because I had done some research about week 2 of the oil spill, after all the fishermen in our area were starting to panic, and decided that, you know, I better figure this out on my own, because nobody else was going to give us the answers.
Now, Kathy, I'm also going to run this as a podcast from my website, from Trisha Springstad's website, and from the BB Microtel website, and I'm also going to pass this podcast along to Randy over at WPIO-FM and WKFA-FM, so he can put that on his website as well. People will be able to download this and listen to this, whether they've heard it live or not.
That sounds great. And as much as we can get information out there, it's really important that people get informed.
It's essential.
Yeah. You know, I think right now Florida is very concerned about what's happening to them. They're scared about what's coming and what's already coming, what's already come here. And one of the things that really helped me a lot was I had gone online, done some research, and come up with Riki Ott's name. And it's Rikiott, if somebody wants to look up some more information on her. I saw a small excerpt from when she had spoken to a group of fishermen in Louisiana, and I was able to call her office, get some information, and then line her up to be able to come into town. I had her here for 3 days last week, which was thrilling. Riki's just an amazing person. I mean, the amount of information in her head was just wonderful. I mean, we're so excited to have her in. I mean, as a person, she's a great person. She has sacrificed so much in her life to be able to help people like us and the commercial fishing industry. And it's not just the commercial fishermen. I mean, it's affecting all the businesses in Florida. It's affecting the businesses everywhere. It did out in Alaska.
It really is amazing. I met Riki Ott myself, and she was a wonderful woman. For the short period of time I was there, I had a great time speaking with her, and you also introduced me to her assistant.
Yes,
Marie.
Tracy Coons.
Tracy?
Tracy.
Tracy was there, but then there's another one too. I spoke to on the telephone.
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie, that's right.
That's
Lisa
her
Marie was
office.
very helpful with me. I'm trying to get the ability to be able to go up there with the pilots.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also I've got her in touch with an organization that can get the military grade night vision goggles and night vision scopes for cameras from a company that I know of that will deal with that for, this is law enforcement quality stuff, folks.
Right. Well, I think we need it. I hate to say it, but you know, I think the government that's supposed to be taking care of us, I know on the outside they seem to be, but there's a lot of stuff that's happening that people are just not aware of. And before it comes to Florida, I mean, I really think we need to keep our eyes open. And there's a lot of people out there taking a lot of risk right now to She wrote a book called Sound Truth and Corporate Myths, and for the camera, I'll hold that up.
Absolutely.
Basically, this book that she wrote, it's more on the impacts of the spill on human health, wildlife, and the environment. I'd like to share with you some of the things in here so we can get some information out there.
Please do, please.
Okay, one of the big concerns we've got, well, we know that the oil is not good for people, but pretty much the oil companies don't want you to know that. It's not considered hazardous waste until it comes out of the ground or out of a ship, or, you know, it's very unusual. Usually hazardous waste is hazardous when it's being carried in a truck. It's hazardous when it's being carried in a car or whatever, and it's still hazardous when it spills, but this is a very unusual situation. So I'm going to read a little bit out of her, it's actually on page, let's see, page 12 of her book. Crude oil exposure limit for total product. Health studies have shown that many petroleum hydrocarbons pose potential human health risks, which may vary from person to person. As a precaution, exposure to liquids, vapors, mists, or fumes should be minimized. High vapor concentrations are irritating to the eyes and respiratory tract. They may cause headaches and dizziness, are anesthetic, and may cause unconsciousness, and may have other central nervous system effects, including death. Prolonged or repeated contact with this product at warm or ambient temperatures, which, you know, in Florida it's pretty warm,
Absolutely.
tends to remove skin oils, possibly leading to irritation and dermatitis.
Wow.
Contact with this product at warm temperatures may cause eye irritation. It may contain benzene.
What page is that on?
This is page 12 of her book.
Excellent. This is excellent.
Yeah, it says benzene can cause anemia, other blood diseases including leukemia, cancer of the blood-forming system after prolonged or repeated exposure at high concentrations. It has also caused fetal defects in pests and laboratory animals. It says there may be a potential risk of skin cancer in humans from prolonged and repeated skin contact with this product. In the absence of good personal hygiene, emphasis added EVOS cleanup conditions, often preventing good personal hygiene. Minimize breathing vapors, minimize skin contact, ventilate confined spaces. This is just talking about the oil, not the dispersants, which the dispersants have their own list. So one of the big concerns that we've got, and I know I didn't really introduce myself properly, I'm a commercial fisherman's wife. We have been in the commercial fishing industry with my husband his whole life, but I've been with him for 20 years. I used to go out on the boat with him, and we have a commercial fish house and marina with all commercial fishing boats. And you know,
Where is it?
this is in Hernando Beach, Florida, and we basically, when everything got started, the reason I got involved in all of this is because the commercial fishermen were starting to panic. And when they did that, I decided that I was probably the only one that was really level-headed enough to get the information and bring it out to them. And one thing led to the other. A woman named Diane Rout, who's a candidate for Florida House of Representatives, seat 44, called me, really just on a personal level, asked me, you know, is there anything I can do to help you? I mean, her heart was really going out to us. I said, look, I've got issues. There's some forms and things that are coming that people are needing to renew, and you know, people were feeling like the state of Florida was ignoring the fact that there's a possibility they may be getting shut down, and we're still demanding the money and things that you know they had to send in by June 30th. So I had made a decision that I was going to do something about it, and I spent the whole day making phone calls, didn't really get anywhere, and then I turned around and when Diane called, I said, yes, there's something we can do. I said, can you please help us? I said, I don't have the connections that I need right now, and she did. So she helped me out, and it wasn't a political thing. It was definitely just a.
It's definitely,
heart was
we need
going
help.
out.
We need somebody who will help us. We don't care who you
Right,
are.
and she's very proactive. She's really been a big help. I mean, a big, huge help. She's been in contact with Franklin Sands' office. He's our Florida House Democratic leader, and they've been wonderful. I mean, you know, I know for a fact that he flew up there this week with a list of the things that we needed,
Yes.
and he waited there until the governor came back.
Well, we
And
both,
he put it on his desk.
Tricia Springstead and I
Things
both
work.
donated to Diane Rowden, and also we're working to help Riki down here in Florida too, just the same as everybody else.
Right.
But she actually gives pallets of her books.
I'm actually going to be, well, you have to pay shipping, and
Which is great,
we're
you
getting
know.
ready to get in, we're just putting some